Maybe the water you've drunk, Toady, it's possible a molecule of this water in past will have been drunk by dinosaur, leopard, stag, or maybe this molecule come from a plant. Where water came from. Actually, the amount of water since its inception is constant. And this constant amount of water go again and again through a same process that's we call the hydrologic cycle or water cycle, which we'll discuss today in more detail. Water means life. It's the most important and essential factor for life. Actually, the amount of water is constant since from its inception. The hydrologic cycle, also known as the water cycle, is the continuous process by which water circulates through the Earth's atmosphere, surface, and subsurface. It involves the evaporation of water from the Earth's surface, its condensation in the atmosphere, precipitation back to the surface, and the flow of water through rivers, lakes, and groundwater, ultimately returning to the oceans to complete the cycle. The first stage of water cycle is evapotranspiration, as the name indicate that it consists of two separate process, evaporation and transpiration. Evaporation. This is the process by which water changes from a liquid to a vapor or gas when heated by the sun's energy. It primarily occurs from the surfaces of water bodies, such as lakes, rivers, and oceans, as well as from moist soil and vegetation. On average, the Earth's surface loses about 505,000 cubic kilometers of water to evaporation annually. Transpiration is the release of water vapor from plants, mainly through tiny openings called stomata in their leaves. Plants absorb water from the soil through their roots and then release it into the air as water vapor during photosynthesis and to cool themselves. On average, one large tree can release up to 400 liters of water vapor per day. Together, evaporation and transpiration contribute to the movement of water vapor into the atmosphere, making up a significant part of the Earth's water cycle. This process plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate and distributing moisture around the planet. The second stage of hydrologic cycle is condensation. As the water vapor rises, it becomes part of the atmosphere. The atmosphere can hold varying amounts of water vapor depending on temperature and humidity. Warmer air can hold more water vapor than cooler air. When the rising water vapor encounters cooler air higher in the atmosphere, it begins to cool down. As it cools, the water vapor molecules lose energy and slow down, coming closer together. This causes them to form tiny water droplets or ice crystals, depending on the temperature. These tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air form clouds. Clouds are collections of water droplets or ice crystals that are so numerous and small that they appear as visible fluffy masses in the sky. Clouds are a visible manifestation of condensation. Condensation occur at an estimated rate of 2,440 cubic kilometers of water per day worldwide. After cloud formation water cycle, enter to precipitation. Precipitation is a meteorological term that refers to any form of water, liquid or solid, that falls from the atmosphere to the Earth's surface. Annually, the Earth receives an average of about 505,000 cubic kilometers of precipitation. It is a vital part of the Earth's water cycle and can take several forms, which includes rain, snow, sleet, hail, and freezing rain. Rain is the most common form of liquid precipitation. It occurs when water droplets in clouds combine and grow large enough to fall to the ground. Rain can vary in intensity from light drizzles to heavy downpours. Snow is composed of ice crystals that form in clouds when temperatures are below freezing. These ice crystals clump together to create snowflakes, which fall to the ground. Snowfall can accumulate, creating a layer of snow on the surface. Sleet consists of small, frozen raindrops or ice pellets. It forms when raindrops freeze before reaching the ground. Sleet can create slippery conditions on roads and sidewalks. Hail is composed of larger ice pellets or balls of ice. It forms within strong thunderstorms when there are powerful updrafts that repeatedly carry raindrops upward into extremely cold regions of the storm. These raindrops freeze and accumulate layers of ice before falling to the ground. Freezing rain occurs when rain falls while surface temperatures are below freezing. The raindrops freeze upon contact with cold surfaces, such as roads and trees, creating a glaze of ice. This can lead to hazardous conditions known as ice storms. Precipitation is a critical component of the Earth's climate system, as it plays a significant role in distributing water across the planet and maintaining the balance of water in various ecosystems. It provides essential moisture for agriculture, replenishes water sources, and influences weather patterns and climate. The type and amount of precipitation in a region are influenced by factors such as temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, and air currents. The precipitation received to ground may intercept, infiltrate, or become surface runoff. Interception refers to the process by which precipitation is caught and retained by vegetation, structures, or other objects before it reaches the ground. When rain falls, some of it may be intercepted by the leaves, branches, or trunks of trees, as well as by buildings or any other objects on the surface. This intercepted water can then evaporate back into the atmosphere or eventually drip down to the ground. Infiltration is the movement of water from the surface into the soil or porous materials beneath it. When rain falls, some of it soaks into the ground rather than running off immediately. The rate of infiltration depends on factors like soil type, vegetation cover, and the intensity of precipitation. Infiltrated water can replenish groundwater reserves, support plant growth, and reduce surface runoff. Surface runoff refers to the portion of precipitation that neither infiltrate into the ground nor get intercepted by vegetation or structures. Instead, it flows over the surface of the land, eventually making its way into streams, rivers, lakes, or the ocean. Surface runoff can carry pollutants, erode soil, and contribute to flooding during heavy rainfall or snowmelt events. It's an essential consideration in managing water resources and preventing environmental issues. By the process of infiltration, surface runoff, and percolation, the water collection process is accomplishing. Collection of water from various sources, including surface runoff and groundwater, collects in lakes, rivers, aquifers, and oceans, restarting the cycle. From oceans, rivers, streams, springs, and different water bodies, evapotranspiration occur, and again undergoing the same process. This cycle is running from the beginning of almost Earth origin, and will continue until existence of life.